And welcome in, everybody, to the season finale of Between the Uprights. It is our final show for the football season as the Super Bowl has now long gone and passed us. It seems like it passed like a week ago, even though it was a couple of
Yeah.
days ago, which is weird. So thanks for tuning in. Make sure to go to our YouTube page, hit the subscribe and notification bell episodes will drop here and there once we get closer to the NFL Combine and also the draft too as well. But we got a good show for you tonight. We've got our Super Bowl recap. We're going to go through all the game, the halftime show, the commercials. We'll give you our critiques and we'll give you our final thoughts for this 2025-2026 NFL season. So let's get right into it. Super snooze. I think we can all agree that this Super Bowl was, boring.
You think so?
I think so, man. You didn't think it was kind of boring?
I mean, nobody. I don't know how people didn't. I mean, when we talked about it last week, it was like, look, that first half is going to be tight.
It didn't get any kind of interesting until the fourth quarter.
Yeah, but that's what we also said too.
That's what we said last week.
That's true.
Yeah.
Nothing's going to happen till the second half. I mean, when you have think about this, when Baltimore Ravens had their defense of Ray Lewis and Ed Reed and all those guys, right?
Yes.
That was a boring game for that first half. They weren't exciting whatsoever. Even when Trent Dilfer was their quarterback too at that time. That wasn't exciting whatsoever until Jermaine, I think his name was Jermaine Lewis, returned kicks, and that was the most exciting part of it. But other than that, when you get a defense team, it's going to be boring.
I know we said it wouldn't be an exciting game, but to me, it was just kind of – I was waiting for something to happen. It didn't really happen until the fourth quarter where it was just kind of like garbage time. Yeah, it just was the aura about the game itself was, look, defense wins championships, man. And
they do.
Seattle's defense is scary good. They're going to be good going in the next year. Even the Patriots defense did their job as well. Just the offense couldn't get it done. But just overall, the game was kind of – I was tinkering with my phone, man. I was just like getting any kind of live bets going in there, but it was just like, man. And all the bets I did –
It's like a fiend over here.
I know. I was trying to make myself a little bit excited just because the game was kind of like meh.
I will say this. Before the game even started, I thought the national anthem was amazing. I thought it was
agree.
Good. Oh my, you don't think so?
Oh, I thought he did great. I
loved for a male singer. Like female singers usually have that range. I said, man, this was a really. I mean, I know I'm probably reaching, but it's up there with Whitney Houston and them. And Whitney and what's her name? Oh my God, the woman from Dreamgirls.
Jennifer Hudson, right?
Jennifer Hudson. She did it too.
Whitney's the gold standard only because of the time she was doing it, because we were in Gulf War I.
Yep.
Planes over. Look, Chris Stapleton's up there too when he did it a few years ago and made Nick Sirianni cry, and he became a meme. That was a great national anthem. Yeah. I don't know. Puth was
God. I don't know, bro. That Brave. Gee, that was.
Was it under 2 minutes?
Yes, 1:57.
Okay, so we were right about that.
We were
right about that, and we got the Gatorade color.
Yes, we did, and that's the only bet I won was the Gatorade color.
Well, someone said to me, you know what everyone says to me, you're stupid, you don't know football, because they wouldn't do the back-to-back years, they wouldn't do yellow. And I said, watch, they're going to do yellow.
Why wouldn't they?
Yeah.
I was last year.
I was looking at the trend of Gatorade for what they were doing the past few Super Bowls. Obviously, orange was for the Kansas City Chiefs because that was their thing, was orange. Last year was the yellow lemon lime. I'm like, you know what? This is probably another year where they do the yellow lemon lime.
I don't know too many things. I like that orange one though. That orange one. I don't know. I like the yellow one better.
They don't really do purple either, right?
No, I don't think purple's.
Jesus, I like purple.
Purple Gatorade. Oh, man. I wish they would use blue more, man. The blue is
good.
That's my favorite flavor of Gatorade.
Yeah. Glacier blue.
Yeah.
So we did pretty good then.
Yeah, we did pretty good on what we were.
Those bets hit for you or no?
What's that?
Those bets hit for you? Those parlay?
The only bet I hit was the Gatorade. That was it. That was the only bet that hit was the Gatorade. And I was just like, man, I got nothing on this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was pissed.
I don't know, man. I know people were mad about the Super Bowl being a snooze, but I mean, true football fans, I don't know. I appreciate how the Patriots defense was responding
Yeah.
every time. I mean, Christian Gonzalez saved them how many times from big plays happening? That score could have easily been 40 by the end of the game if he doesn't block those or deflect those two pass attempts in the end zones. So I'm sorry they thought it was a snooze fest. I thought it was battle of geniuses on defense trying to stop each other's offense.
Go ahead, Nikki. Go ahead.
No. I basically said the same thing. I said it on social media. Like, if you don't like this game, I think you're a casual fan or you're not used to two defenses going at it. And to be fair, we said last week this is exactly how it was going to play out. The first half was just going to be those defenses going at it. And then someone was going to eventually kind of break. But I think the moment was too big for Drake May.
Yeah, good call. Yeah.
Sure. Well, also too, he was getting just manhandled on the left side because his left tackle wasn't doing him any favors whatsoever. Which
that left guard, number 58, jeez.
Yeah. So,
God,
I do agree with you. I think he looked like a deer in headlights.
Yeah,
a lot of the times. Just look, the Patriots are going to be okay. They do have their quarterback for the franchise for the next X amount of years. They just need to do a few little things here and there on the offseason to make them a little bit better. And I think they're going to be fine. The AFC East is now the Patriots yet again to conquer through X amount of years with this team. I mean, Vrabel's done a great job to turn this franchise around with the guys that they won in free agency and draft and getting Drake May to be the quarterback they drafted him to be. So they're going to be okay. But with Seattle coming in there, that's why I put up keys to victory. Seattle was just a better team, hands down better team. Let's get into the keys to victory. I mean, with Seattle, look, they didn't put a lot of points up. Sam Darnold did what Sam Darnold did. I mean, he was a game manager, didn't make any mistakes whatsoever, which, I thought he was going to be good for a pick here and there, which there was a couple times where he could have thrown a pick.
Yeah.
But he didn't make any turnovers and, relied on the ground game to do most of the work. Other than the ground game, what were your guys' keys to victory for the Seattle Seahawks winning the Super Bowl?
Coaching. I mean, I think we said that too last week, right? I think I had mentioned that. I thought this was just going to come down to just that last little bit of coaching and being prepared. And I think the moment being too big for Drake May is only the second year. I think that really affected them because you can be a game manager and just not make mistakes, and you can be okay, and the rest of the team can carry you. And, it just feels like Sam Darnold that was the right system for him and the right coach. And he didn't make a lot of mistakes, and they just played a more complete game. And I think that's where experience starts to show. And that's where I think inexperience gets exposed.
Yep.
It's a great
I was surprised how Josh McDaniel didn't have his offense ready.
Yeah.
There's a lot of times where I'm watching the, slot receiver being covered and that guy's coming down. They do a check call, dummy call, and you see the guy coming, he's going to come blitz. And over the slot guy is a safety that's 12 yards away. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, this is an easy check. That guy blitzes off the edge, replace him with that receiver right there and throw the ball. That's an easy check call. And I'm like, okay, I don't know why that didn't happen all game. They knew that left side was weak as hell. So they're going to come get you, and they were going to stunt over there too. So I'm surprised that it didn't happen. I think the key to victory for Seattle was they were able to establish a run game.
Yeah.
They were able to establish a nice hell of a run game with Kenneth Walker. I mean, we were sitting here amazed at how good he looked, and which he's always looked all season, but it's like, you can get 6-7 yards, and now the downs become second and third, or 3rd and 2, and they're manageable. Oh yeah, you're going to be just fine. There was flares ups of the Patriots having a good run game, but they just didn't stick with it. They kept six, and they just kept thinking, oh, let's throw the ball. There's a lot of times I'm thinking to myself, I know it's 2nd and 14, you just took a sack. You got to take all the yards up in one play. Let's go get 6 yards and call it good. So I don't know. That I was surprised Josh McDaniel didn't have them ready in that aspect, and especially as many times he's been to the Super Bowl already. So I expected him to see that. And like you said, Nikki, you can expect Drake May to manage a game. But if he doesn't know how to manage everything that's coming at him like that because he's never seen it before, the kid just wasn't well prepared for what was in front of him. But I do agree with you, Evan. He's the quarterback of the future. That the Patriots are going to run that division for the next 8 to 10 years if Vrabel can manage it right. I mean, yeah, it looks pretty good. It does.
Do you guys think this could be the start of a Seattle dynasty? I know we all love dynasties. The Chiefs had their run for a little bit. Could this be the start?
One of us does.
One of us does. One of us likes dynasty. Yeah, one of the three.
But do you think this could be the start of a Seattle Seahawks dynasty? I mean, they play in one of the best divisions in the league right now. And obviously it's hard to get back to the Super Bowl the next year, but with this team going into the offseason, I mean, I'm sure they're going to try and bring everybody back. Could this be the start of the Seattle dynasty?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
I can agree with that too, because it's just the division that they play in is one of the best, except for, kick Arizona out, 49ers, Rams, and them. Either one of them, or two teams out of that division are going to be making the playoffs.
Right.
Because right now the NFC is just so much tougher than the AFC. And I was talking to a buddy the other day, like the AFC was so wide open. This was the year you were supposed to have either the Bills go in there, the Bengals go in there, the Ravens go in there, but it's the Patriots who we all just said they were ill prepared. I think a cupcake schedule didn't help them a lot either. So, this could have been a year where you'd have a high-powered team like those three I just mentioned going against the tough NFC. But I think going into next year, man, this is a scale. That defense, man, it's just, whew.
They could be historically one of the best. Yeah,
yes.
If they're able to keep it around for sure. Historically, they could be one of the best. But I'd have to do more research on where they're at in cap space, what their needs are. Like, I'd have to look more into that to see if this could be a possible dynasty and see if anybody's willing to be that, that unselfish guy to be like, hey, I'll take a pay cut to maintain us keeping D linemen or us keeping our corners or safeties or whatever the case may be.
So here we go into next year. They're going to be set up pretty nice. They have about $67 to over $73 million cap space to work with headed into 2026.
Wow.
Oh, well, that changes things.
Yeah. That changes a lot. I mean, so now you can go out, you can go get free agents that you want. I mean, you can renew some guys as well. That's plenty of free, silly money to go play with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah. So it possibly can be a start of a dynasty. And like it is, they're in a tough division, man. We were talking about it last week. That's a tough division. So
do you think the offense could take a step back because now Clint Kubiak is now the head coach of the Raiders?
Yeah, they might.
They might. They definitely might. And that's what I hate. I hate when freaking God. Just stay with the recipe. Man. Why jump and try to go be a head coach somewhere? Because if it doesn't work out, he's screwed.
I don't know, man. I think he's going into kind of like a situation where the expectations are quite low for right now.
Sure. Yeah.
Because look, you got the number 1 pick, and then he's going to come clean house. They're going to get rid of Max Crosby. I would go get a couple of first round picks for him, and then just start to rebuild that franchise.
Yeah.
And
that's funny, man.
Yeah, Tom Brady's he's kind of like a hands-on owner now. He's going to kind of guide you where you need to be. I think the Raiders are set up for success. It's just if Mark Davis is just going to kind of meddle in things like he always does. But I think Kubiak is a good choice for that job.
Yeah.
All right. Into the offseason, what can the Patriots fix going into next season?
That offensive line. Jesus.
Yes.
For sure.
Obviously, that's the glaring issues, but what else could they fix going into 2026?
I mean, they need a strong offensive line. That's a tell. Upgrades and defense, I don't know. I don't know what they would need to upgrade on the defensively. I mean, I don't know. They look solid on defense, man. They played against a good offense in Seattle. I don't know what they would have to upgrade, but I mean, maybe some depth in some areas.
Yeah,
maybe a couple of depth spots at linebacker, maybe a couple of edge rushers. But again, that line was that front 4 was that front 7 actually was they played great, man. So I don't know what they would have to actually upgrade.
They have about $42 million in cap space headed into this year, which is pretty good.
That's
Patriots
not bad.
Yeah.
I think it will help offensively. You definitely go get you some big dogs up there. You know, the rookies. I didn't know that they didn't play all season right there, did they? The 2 rookies?
I think so.
Jesus Christ. It looked like that was his first game, number 58.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
They've got 3 guys that could probably have contract extensions. That could be Christian Gonzalez, Keyshawn Butt, Booty, and then Demario Douglas, which are 2 wide receivers for them. So they're not really going to lose a lot of free agents.
Yeah.
So
Chris
I mean,
every penny.
that's the guy you got to give a nice little extension to. But other than that, Patriots are looking pretty good free agent wise. I mean, they could go out maybe add another wide receiver, a big target for Drake May to throw to.
Sure. And who would that guy be? You try what's his name from Philly, AJ?
You could try and trade for him. I heard some rumblings about Mike Evans possibly testing the free agent waters and wanting to go to a contender.
Patriots would be it.
Patriots would be, or the Chiefs would be one of those teams. So
sure.
You got plenty of money to do it. I mean, the Bucks won't have anything in cap space.
Dolphins will end up unloading Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, but do you want to go sign him? Does any team want to go after him anymore?
Why not? Why not?
I'd pass. Hard pass.
Some guys 100%.
Hard pass.
I don't know, man. That's a deep threat for sure. I don't know. That's too good of a talent to pass up, man. And Vrabel ain't gonna put up no shit if he can keep Diggs the way Diggs was playing and keep him bottled up a little bit. I think.
Oh, Diggs had his own drama of his own off the field.
Good luck.
About it, my boy. Ooh. Maybe that's why they ain't throwing the ball.
So I heard there was I think it was NBA YoungBoy who won some money, who saw the downfall of Cardi B and Stephon Diggs. He bet money on it and won like $1 million. Just wild to me.
I didn't know that was a bet. I mean, we could all
listen, Nikki. You can bet on anything nowadays.
That's funny, man. He bet $1 million they break up. That's funny.
Yeah, that's funny.
We knew that was coming. He's got like 6 baby mamas, right?
Yeah.
He's got a lot. He's up there with Revis, who's got like 11, I think.
Or Cromartie. Remember Cromartie?
Yeah, he's got a lot too. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Those guys.
All right, let's get into the fun stuff. Let's get into our best and worst commercials for the Super Bowl. I thought this year was a lot of AI heavy commercials.
Yeah.
We saw a lot of
count of 3.
For the best or the worst?
Well, we'll go. You know what? Let's everybody say the best because I want to hear what your guys' thoughts. What was the best? Go ahead.
For me, the best one was the Manscaped one.
Ew, that was the grossest one.
That was awesome. It was so funny. It was so funny.
So gross.
She said it was so gross. What was yours, Nikki?
The Dunkin' commercial.
That was good. That was good.
The Dunkin'. I like the Dunkin' one, man. All those guys.
The Mickey one was the worst with the little clumps of hair with the eyes.
That was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. When that thing came on, I'm like, dude.
Gross. I was like, who let this, who approved this?
Look, they weren't just talking about nether region hair. They're talking about beards and back hair and head hair. They were.
It was gross.
It was funny.
It was clumps of hair with eyeballs on it. Talking. Oh, I never want to see that again.
The Dunkin' one was pretty good. I would say the Manscaped and the Dunkin' were the top 2.
That's funny. She said, I don't want to see that again.
I mean, we saw a lot of insurance ones. We saw a lot of AI ones. We saw a lot of depressing ones too. There were a lot of depressing commercials during the Super Bowl, which was kind of like
it's a new trend, like the depressing commercial.
You know what I didn't like? I didn't like the fact, like you said, Evan. Me and you talked about the Marvel stuff. Like if it isn't Marvel, they didn't put a lot of movies out.
No.
Usually, you have some big name movies that come out that you're happy about in the summer or whatever. They didn't put out shit.
Yeah, they put out a teaser for the Mandalorian and Grogu, and it was just. It wasn't great. It was terrible. So yeah, a lot of downer for movie teasers or whatever for the Super Bowl. So this year for Super Bowl commercials was kind of a meh.
Yeah, it was overall.
A meh. What was the worst commercial that you guys thought?
I didn't like anything with the Amazon Alexa one, whatever that was. That AI, it was an AI one. I didn't like that one.
The AI ones were just like, is that all it is now? Is just AI commercials? I could
deal without the Backstreet Boys too. Like, I don't. If I gotta hear
I wasn't into that one.
Yeah, that one was kind of stupid.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that one was kind of dumb.
Trying to
think.
Obviously,
the beer commercials were good.
They were okay. Yeah.
The Budweiser. Oh, yeah. It was the Backstreet Boy ones, the karaoke one for Coinbase. Is that the one you guys are talking about?
Yeah.
Yes, it was so bad. I was like, what
Yeah.
are they doing?
It was way too long. I did like the what's his name? Oh my God, he's a singer, Benson and Miller.
Oh, Benson Boone and Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller. That's what Stiller. That was a funny one.
That was the Instacart one, right?
Instacart. Yeah.
That was pretty funny. Although,
Yeah.
like, we had seen that one like a week before. They released that one a week before the Super Bowl happened.
Yeah, some of the companies did that. They released it like a few days before. It was like,
Yeah.
why
I
are
haven't
we
seen-
doing this?
Yeah, I didn't see that one, but I thought that was pretty okay. But there's a lot of, it was like you said, it was a lot of meh, nothing you
Yeah.
come away like stunned with.
Yeah, I miss the days when we had like the Doritos commercials and the Budweiser commercials that were funny. Like, those were the days, man.
It's not
It was
like
just-
that anymore.
No. $10 million for a 30-second spot. So
Yeah, it better be
On
funny.
TV, when we all sat there scrolling on our phones, like, why didn't they put ads on X? I would have paid for an ad on X because we were all sitting on our phones
It's true.
true.
because everyone was bored.
It was gonna be that snooze. I mean, next year maybe they can say, hey, listen, let's do a backup plan here.
Yeah.
Game's going slow. We need to have some more. We need to have some more commercials.
Well, because
Alright.
casual fans don't understand,
Yeah.
like a defensive battle. Which, by the way, didn't you guys take the over on field goals? It was 3.5. So I think you
We
got
did.
that right.
We did.
And what's his name showed up barefoot, so we got that right.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
How many things did we get right? Because it seems
My
like we
big
got a
lesson of
lot right.
2025 is this show.
Feels like we should have won
a
$1
lot
million.
of things right.
Yes, we should have like cleaned up on bets so that we should have been able to bet on it.
Really
So-
We get a lot of things right, and we have good sources, and we have big people watch the show, and then they pretend they don't. But
And listen, whoever's watching the show and you made some money off us, you're
Yeah,
welcome.
I want a 10% cut.
No shit, you're
we
welcome.
want finder's fees over
I
here.
know.
Orange Gatorade my ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had it.
All right, let's get into the halftime show, which everyone is still talking about, still on a Wednesday.
Ugh.
I know.
We got quite a few comments on YouTube for our clip last week about the halftime show, which were kind of funny. Like,
Oh, I got quite a few. Let
Oh,
me
you
tell you
did?
guys something. Oh my goodness. I did not intend for my post to really be political. I started it days ago. It was just like, if you don't like it, change the channel.
right.
Who gives a shit, right? If it's not your thing, just change the channel. Well, I guess people didn't like that. It went super political. And I was just like, I'm not a political person. So I have the liberals mad at me because they thought I was MAGA. I have MAGA mad at me because they think I'm a liberal. And the whole time I hate both these crazy people on each side. And I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Because I didn't know there was an alternative show. And I'm just like, I don't get it. If it's not your vibe, like, then don't watch it. Like, either one. And oh my God, you guys should see that post. It was crazy. I think I got called every possible name in the book. And it's so funny because there'd be a liberal that's like, you MAGA C word. And then there's like a MAGA being like, you liberal dipshit. And I'm like, okay,
Wow.
thanks a lot. All I said was change the channel. Thanks for being tolerant, everybody.
Yeah, I mean, I know. I don't know how to say this, man.
I thought
mean,
it was a vibe. I was dancing
I
to
did
it.
too. Like, I
It
mean,
made me feel like I was in
continue.
Miami. Like when I go to Miami, I don't know. Like God,
Right.
what-
And I know I watched all the stupid shows like, oh, we have more Americans than we do Spanish people. It shouldn't have been all Spanish, shouldn't have been this. But like, take a look at where the NFL has gone. Like the NFL has gone international. They're
Yeah.
trying to bring a broader audience. They're trying to bring people, more and more people to view football. Like, I mean,
Yes.
I get that you might not like it, but it is what it is. And then for them to say it's an American sport and American is, well, hey man, take a look at a lot of people. It's diverse inside that NFL. I mean, it's diverse in there. So yeah, you didn't like it. Okay, I get it, but you can't tell me it. I mean, unless you're just a pure hater. That shit looked good and fun, man. Like that. I'm sorry, you know, you don't understand the words and you understand the rhythm. You understand people getting hyped. The stadium looked like it was rocking. It was a good
Which-
show.
Look, I'm not really familiar with Bad Bunny, but I Googled his lyrics for one of the songs.
Fucking hilarious.
Oh
Hilarious.
yeah. How they got past the FCC, I have no idea.
Spanish.
Because the
I know.
FCC didn't know. They didn't
Yeah.
know what it was in Spanish either.
But I tell
Like,
you what though, I thought it was, Nikki, as you said, a vibe. I thought it was pretty
it
good.
was a vibes.
And I was gonna like a couple of the things that they brought out, like the married couple was actually a married couple from Tampa, Florida. So
Yeah.
that was pretty cool. Like, did you see the celebrities that were dancing at the house? Was like Pedro Pascal. You got Jessica Alba up there. I was like,
Right.
okay, all
Cardi
right.
B was there. I mean, like, yeah, it was. Who thought Ricky Martin was going to come out?
Dude, he's got so
Like-
much Botox in his face.
Yeah,
Holy
Oh my
Lord.
God, more than me.
He does, but
I
he
got a
definitely.
lot.
I mean, I thought that was good. And Lady Gaga came out like
That was
wow.
unexpected.
This is what I said too. I try to tell everybody that. Like, did you guys see where the NFL is having games next year? They're expanding.
Right.
And it's like you couldn't tolerate 10 minutes of celebrating somebody else's culture. Like you have to be that
No, they had
hateful. Like
to
I don't
make a
get it.
whole other show just to be, protesting this. Like, if it's that serious to you, you mean to tell me you had to make a whole show which wasn't even that good
Which,
anyway?
by the way, it was Kid Rock.
It
Like
was pre-recorded too, I think.
and bad lip syncing. Like
Yeah.
But here, I'll say this little bit, and I'm probably piss off a lot of people. To have Kid Rock, who made his fucking living off of
Hip
black
hop.
culture music, you married a black woman and had a biracial child. You've made your mark that way, but yet you don't want anybody else to have a diversity in the Super Bowl, and you feel that political about it. So you're telling me you're good to take the money, you're good to take the women, you're good to make the child. You just ain't really, you're not really selling what you're buying. Like that don't make no sense. Like you can't get upset about this guy who has an opportunity to not only boost his brand, but play in the Super Bowl. Who would say no? Who would say
Right.
no? I have to step back because America doesn't want me to do it. Like I don't know. I like the
I
show.
think, Raul, I think for all the dummies that are out there, this comes down to one thing: money. The
Sure.
NFL does this because of money. Because like you guys said before, they want to expand the brand. They want to go international. Soon there'll probably be a Super Bowl that will be played internationally. This is all about dollars.
boy, the country's not
But I mean,
ready for that.
But
Oh my God.
if it's about money, then I don't know.
It's about dollars it's about dollars and cents and how many eyeballs are on the Super Bowl. 125 million viewers watched the Super Bowl. I think it was the second largest audience for the Super Bowl. Bad Bunny's halftime show, 128 million viewers watching the halftime show.
Look good.
Yeah, and
All
like
about money.
listen, from the marketing standpoint, like I know people think my job is to cover the Giants. I actually own a marketing company. You couldn't have asked for better PR. All anybody was talking about leading up to it was like, oh, this is so controversial. My favorite thing was, and I told everybody that they failed civics class, and they came at me because they said he should be deported. And I said, to where?
Yes. Back to
Like-
a country that's kind of pretty much
American
the
territory.
52nd
back to
country.
a U.S. territory. Like
Yeah.
I don't understand. So I just replied to everybody. I was like, "Oh, to where? Where should he be deported to? Like he, well, he's not an American citizen, like, but he is. So
But he is,
like,
yeah.
I don't see this much outrage when Elton John did it. I didn't see this.
what
much
about when
outrage.
Shakira brought him out? Shakira, but her hips don't lie, so it was okay. She brought him out at her halftime show.
I don't understand what the outrage is. It's just a halftime show.
It's a
Just-
halftime show. It's a halftime show.
It's a halftime show. We're actually giving a break to the football players. That's all
Yeah.
we're doing.
Yeah.
We're giving a break to football players. People make adjustments.
Actually, we're giving a break to everybody. So you can go to the bathroom, go get a snack,
Yeah.
Like,
The
go
guys that
scroll
are-
on your phone a little bit if you want to. Yeah.
They can't move it to the freaking halftime because their team might lose. Give those guys a potty break. I don't know. It wasn't that serious to me, and it's not because I'm Hispanic male. Just I don't care who's playing. I watch every halftime show. I don't think there's one that I haven't watched, whether it was good or bad. I'm that's part of the Super Bowl. I want to do the whole Super Bowl experience. You know what I'm saying? Even when I'm in a crowd of people, I'm like, hey, hold on, this commercial right here, I want to listen to it. You know what I mean? Or that movie trailer, or like you said, the halftime show. I want to watch it. I don't care who's performing.
I thought it was good too. You brought in at the end he had the football out, together. I think he held it like together or something like that, and like all that,
Combo screen,
Yeah, I thought that was great. I think a lot of people just nowadays, the talking heads, the people that just want clicks and retweets and likes, they just complain about the dumbest shit, and complaining about a halftime show is something to complain about. So
I guess so. I don't know.
all right.
Terrible.
Is the Super Bowl becoming a circus?
Yes, I hate it actually. Have you guys ever covered it?
No, I have not. No.
Have you?
Yeah, 2 years ago.
That's dope.
Yeah.
As the Nick, okay, so Nikki, I want to ask you this: as the Super Bowl kind of gotten to the point where it's jumping the shark a little bit, and it's now become like the Barnum and Bailey circus, and just becoming bigger than it is, and just getting too big. I mean, the circus is just kind of exploding with the Super Bowl every single year. What do you think?
Yeah, it's kind of like, I don't want to say too commercialized, but like lack of a better word. Like it's listen, the fans carry their teams all season, right? And then if your team gets to the Super Bowl, well, you better be able to shell out $30,000 for a ticket. It's like the Super Bowl. We get to the biggest point of the year, and it becomes about corporate partners, business, celebrities, people, casual fans who just their boss has the ticket, right? Like the private planes coming in. It's such fanfare, quite literally, and being on the other side of it when you're covering it, like I actually hated every single thing about it, because it's everything you do is so fake and overproduced. And every time you get an athlete, and people don't realize it's a full-time job, like doing interviews and negotiating with the PR teams, and you might only get 60 seconds or 2 minutes. And in that 2 minutes, you have got to work in whatever they're pushing, like whatever their brand deal is. And it just becomes one giant commercial. And the guys don't even want to talk about the game or anything. Like they just want to have this casual conversation, and they just want to be done with it. And it's so overproduced, and like you've got these scripts and you've got all these things that you have to do. The best part of it was Radio Row, because that's where you make the biggest connections. Like as someone who owns a business and like all I do is network, like that was where I network. Like that's where you make those connections. But the rest of it is it's so overproduced. It's like, I don't know. It's a little too much, especially if you really love the game. Like if you just showed up for the Super Bowl, you'd probably think it was fun. But being on the other side of it, I know that's crazy to say like, oh, I hated covering it, but it really sucked. It was horrible. Now, I don't know if it was 7 days in Vegas did me in too, but like, it's like
I can agree with you on that, because I've covered the baseball playoffs. I've been in the national championship too for college football, and then I've also covered the combine too as well for the NFL, and those are more stripped back, and it's more relationship based than the wild circus that is, the Super Bowl. And I agree with you too. Radio Row is so much more. Would you think it's more relaxed being on Radio Row, because you have so many, you're going to have celebrities come in, you have ex-players come in too, you got current players coming in, but do you think the atmosphere of Radio Row is just more relaxed because everybody's just there just to kind of have a conversation?
Yeah. And I mean, the podcast tables are set up and you're just on your show, right? I mean, you've got their PR standing there, or you've got a script and you got to make sure
60 seconds. You got 60 seconds.
And they're screaming at you. But if you do, like I did, like the pink carpet and NFL Wives and the fashion show, and then like we did the gifting room, and we did so many events we had to cover, and that's where it becomes very overproduced, because you've got every big media station there, plus yourself, and then you're standing there. You have this book of like prep. It's like 500 pages. Like, I'm sorry, you guys. I could not pick out half of these guys, especially these old offensive linemen from like 30 years ago on a team. So you've got to quickly look through it. I mean, it is really fast paced, and you do need to have a media background, and it felt more comfortable to be on Radio Row, because you're just on your show, you're on your podcast doing your thing. But it's a little different because you've got people screaming at you and you have to pretend they're not, and you're on camera. And so, yeah, there's a lot that gets thrown at you, but it's just so overproduced. Everything you do is overproduced.
Okay.
Yeah, I never had that problem. The only thing I got to do with the Super Bowl was be a fan and go, like when Super Bowl's here in Tampa, I got to go do all the festivities that came with the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Eat the food, play the games, go take pictures. That was pretty cool. That part was
That's what I'm saying. I think from maybe a fan side, like, and if it's in your hometown, like when MetLife hosted it, I mean, it sucks here. Like, it sucks to New York, New Jersey.
Get around.
It's just not good to, like, I don't know. I guess Tampa would be much better. Like LA is great, right? They kind of have this complex where we just have MetLife. and then the Giants training facility. Like there's no, I know on TV it looks like it's right next to each other, but it's not. So
Yeah, in Tampa, that's on Dale Mabry, which Dale Mabry has just loads
Busy
of
as hell.
restaurants and
Yeah.
gentlemen's club. So when the
See,
Super Bowl, in
no,
town,
we don't have that. It's literally, we
Evan-
joke and we say MetLife is a cement
Gentlemen's club.
toilet. But
Gentlemen's
it's like it's in the swamps of Jersey.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's on a swamp, and then there's the Giants training facility right next to it. So, you know, you have to take the train to the city. Like it's not. I mean, we're hosting World Cup, and I just don't even know how that's going to work. But like,
That's-
it's just not a great spot.
Along the lines of Jersey, I know this
Yeah.
is going off subject for Super Bowl football, but high school wise, we're supposed to be flying to Jersey to play a high school Jersey team.
When? Who?
We are. My son's high school is flying to New Jersey or New York, and we're playing a team in Jersey called Don Bosco.
Oh, are you? I covered them this year. They're like the biggest team here.
That's what they tell us. So we want to come over there and
They're good.
mix it up with those boys a little bit. So yeah, we have a flight to go there. It's week 2 during our season.
When,
So
okay, September? August.
it'll be August. It'll be August week 2.
Okay.
So if this is gonna be great. So when football season goes, I'm gonna bring some of my stuff, and I'm just gonna either do it in the hotel room there or get me an Uber and see you and your husband and say hello and do the show right there and say how you doing.
I've had people come, yeah, and like my host would come here and we'd set up in my big living room and we've done it here. So that would be fun. No, we have to. Well, I'll cover that game too.
Yeah, and I'll eat your kale salads and eat your
Oh, we didn't
Just
talk
make
about
sure-
that. The next
Yeah, that's
topic.
our next thing is food.
After I complain about the Super Bowl, it sounds so bad. Like there's people who probably would kill to do it, but
No, but I agree with you on that. I was watching the Super Bowl, and it's just gotten more grandioso. It's just gotten so big now, where it's almost comical to watch it, just because of all like the celebrity stuff and the corporatization of it. It's just gotten it's almost gotten tiring to watch. Just
it
because
is tiring.
You know
And
what I
do
mean?
we need 6 to 12 hours of like coverage?
No.
And
No.
there's Kylie Jenner. Who gives a fuck?
I mean,
She don't even give a fuck.
I enjoy the NFL Classic games that day while I'm prepping for food. I know.
Yeah. I
such
mean,
a-
I put on the pregame, which is it's great because you have interviews with old players and you have
Well,
the
I'm talking about the ones that they show. Like I got to see the rerun of the Denver Broncos when Elway won his second one, when Terrell Davis won the MVP that year, '98 or whatever it was.
It's always good to see clips of when Tom Brady was hella drunk and throwing the Lombardi Trophy on.
It was
Yes.
boat.
that was
So
hilarious.
that's the best, anyways.
So funny.
But let's go into food. What do we have for Super Bowl Sunday? What was your spread looking like, Raul?
Oh, you know me. I had sliders. I had pizza, chicken wings, and I definitely made my dip. Yeah, I did all, Nikki. It was great.
I had wings. We had 2 types of dips. We had artichoke dip. We had buffalo chicken dip. We had a cheese spread, a fruit spread, veggie spread. We had a cookie cake. We had so much food.
Did you have a party?
I had a few people over. Yeah, it was almost like an impromptu. People were texting me, "Hey man, are you having people over?" I'm
Okay.
like, I haven't
Alright.
thought about it, but if you want to come over, sure, we
Yeah.
can watch it on my
I
TV.
definitely
don't care.
didn't have a party. It was just me, my son, my 2 sons, and my 2 godsons were here, and us 6 destroyed that food and killed all of it.
Oh,
was-
bro, the amount of wings I had that day was insane.
Bro, I had baked wings, I had fried wings, I had breaded wings, non-breaded wings, just whatever you want to do. It
Yeah.
was all beautiful. And then I had garlic parm, had mild and hot, had buffalo, whatever you want to do. Just
I
go ahead.
had buffalo, garlic parm, and then Asian zing. I had those. Yeah. It
The
was
one I
amazing.
didn't get to have, I didn't get to go get the sauce, was the sweet chili. I like to put in sweet chili, throw it in the air fryer for like an extra 5 minutes, let that glaze get hard. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Look at Nikki. No.
Nikki, what'd you have? Kale salad, and that's
Yeah.
pretty much it.
Yeah, I think I did have a salad on Super Bowl Sunday. It was nothing crazy. Probably a salad, like because I
Okay.
meal prep for the week, and I'm like, I just tossed my chicken on. Oh yeah, I had a Greek salad. That's right. But I did so Wegmans has like Greek turkey burgers.
Mm.
So I made that, and then I put it on top of the salad. I
So-
think I had some pita chips or
Sounds
something.
sounds plain and delicious.
my sliders weren't just
Yeah.
regular sliders. It was garlic bread sliders with a little bit of butter on that mug, and you just make like these hamburgers. It's not even real thick. It's just like a little slider with cheese, little slice of half a slice of tomato on there because it's so small.
Yes.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yes.
What? Oh, it's delicious.
Yes.
Oh no, you want tomatoes are my most hated food. No, absolutely not.
You eat salad.
Not with tomatoes on it.
I just
I will lie to a restaurant and tell them I'm highly allergic because they will not give a shit and put tomatoes on, especially those chopped up ones. I can't do it. I'll sit there and pick it all out. No.
That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, I did that. It was good. The boys didn't have much of them, but I ate them. It was good. It was delicious.
Yeah,
good.
I got 40 wings total. I think I killed one thing myself,
Yeah.
but I spread it out throughout the whole day.
My son had a good idea. He said next year what we should do is cater Chick-fil-A chicken tenders.
Ooh,
I was like, that's not a bad idea. And then we could
that's
just
a bad idea.
we could throw some stuff on there. He's like, we could just take that, Dad. We can make like real burritos with them, like little burritos that McDonald's do, or we can put some cheese and spread like we can do all kinds of bacon on it. I was like, bro,
Where do you come up with this stuff?
yeah, just off the top of the
It's
dome.
off the top of the dome.
Like Nikki,
Yes.
when I get Chick-fil-A, I get the grilled chicken nuggets, I get the mac and cheese, I get the French fries. I don't eat them in the car. I come home and put them in a Tupperware.
Yep.
Layer it with the potatoes,
Yep.
then the chicken, then the mac and cheese, Chick-fil-A sauce. I cover it, I shake the shit out of it, and I'll probably have some bacon bits in there if I have some.
That's your version of shaking a salad, right?
Raul, do you ever add the buffalo sauce that they have on there though?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
For sure. Absolutely. It's delicious.
Is this a Florida thing? I feel like you guys tell me things that are
Probably.
just-
I'm telling you. You know what got here finally is a Whataburger. They're building a Whataburger here.
Yes, they are.
I
They
can't-
were gonna put a Portillo's down the street from my house, but they said no. They canceled
they're-
that.
Oh.
Years in Brandon is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do
Jesus.
you guys live far from each other?
I would say from where I'm at to where you are, probably like 45 minutes.
Yeah. I might have to go.
Do you hang out?
We haven't. No, we've never met.
I've
I've
never
known him since COVID. I've never met him before.
We've been
Have
doing
you only
this,
lived
catfish thing.
35 minutes from each other?
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what,
Yeah.
Evan? We got to go do that, man. I got to come over, man.
Yeah, that's cool with me. Anytime.
Over, man. Perfect.
What?
I got a pool. Anytime.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Yeah. Evan's living the good life.
I know.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Okay,
say
well,
that.
I'm gonna come too. How have you guys not? That's you've known each other 6 years now.
Do you know how many
Yeah.
people I've done podcasts with where I've never met them in person?
Yeah.
Pretty much every single one of them.
I've met every single one of my co-hosts in person at some point eventually.
Really?
Week 2,
Yep.
I'll be there
There you go. Week 2.
because I'm getting a free plane ride from the school, so it's gonna be great. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, sometimes it wouldn't be like right away, but I'd
I was
always
gonna
meet
say,
them.
Nikki, I can get you onto the field too. I know
There
it's
you go.
Yes.
a game as a high school game, but I can get you down there if you want to, and possibly interview.
Yeah,
them.
no, because on NJ, like that's their big thing is high school. I did a few Don Bosco games and Bergen Catholic, very big up here, and high school championships, very big up here. But I can't believe that's your homework before we dismissed for a month and then come back for draft. Like you guys have to go meet. Like what the
Yeah.
hell?
Yeah,
I'm cool with that.
I gotta go meet my bro. It's a
Cool
bro
with
man.
that.
I gotta go there.
We should do something for
that's- you
the
guys
draft coming up.
Sure,
We should do
I
something
can
for the
go over
draft. Okay.
that. I can go over that. Hey, no.
I
Actually,
always have
that's
people over for the
awesome.
draft. So I mean, if you want to
That's
come
how
down for
we
the draft,
Sure.
Yeah, we did a live podcast at my house for the draft. That's how we met in person.
all right, let's reel it back in. Our final 2 segments for tonight. Will the Super Bowl ever be international? And if it does, where would the first international Super Bowl be?
That's a good point. Wow.
Since we're getting bigger and
Mm.
bigger, the Super Bowl is becoming more of a circus. The NFL's branching out, getting international artists to come in.
They're gonna ask for his head if that happens.
Yes. No, I think it's going
Uh-oh. Where my guy?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Well, we'll keep it rolling, Nikki. So what do you think? You think it'll go international?
Yeah, I think we'll go international. Probably London, I would think, right?
That's
London.
time StreamYards kicked me out today.
Sorry. London.
I was
London-
saying like maybe London, right? Were they the
I think,
that
yeah,
the
I think
first
London was
one
the
that-
first like international game. I think if it was going to be international, it'd probably be London because that was like the first like place they had an international game.
Their stadium is ridiculous too.
Yeah. Wembley
Oh.
Stadium is just
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
I would say either there would be the first one, and then you could possibly put it maybe in Germany, because I know they've done the Germany games too as well. And then if you really want to get a big crowd, you go down to South America and go to Brazil.
But I wonder how it would be in London in January. I mean, it's still rainy.
Cold, rainy, and cold.
Yeah. I would think weather would be an issue. So you'd have to play indoors somewhere if you did play in international. You know what I mean? To secure the fact that weather wouldn't be a factor.
Right.
That's the only thing I would think.
Hmm.
Because here in the States,
Well,
the biggest game
that
of
just
anyone.
goes to the argument we had a few weeks ago about the domes.
That's true.
And like, and the elements is part of football. Again, we had a Super Bowl at MetLife. There's no dome.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
that,
true.
it was cold too.
I wouldn't. Would you guys be opposed to having an international Super Bowl? I would kind of like it, to be honest with you.
I'm not opposed to it, but half his country is going to be like,
I
Oh
know.
my
how
God.
dare you?
Yeah.
Oh
How dare
my
you go to
God.
another country?
How dare you go international? This is America's game. Like, I
Yeah,
can't
they did it in
imagine
Puerto
how
Rico.
political.
Actually, sorry guys. America's game is baseball. That's America's pastime. And
Yeah,
America's game
I
is
would
baseball.
lose my shit if they did it in Puerto Rico. Like, I would lose.
Hey, look,
Like, oh my God, you guys thought Bad Bunny was bad. This is gonna be worse. They're
I'm,
gonna
I'm
go-
telling you right now, it's gonna happen. They're gonna have an international Super Bowl. It'll
yeah,
happen.
but I don't see the maybe, and again, it's just me as a football fan. I don't see the ramifications. I don't see it being a problem. Like, I don't see that being. I mean,
Yeah.
there's coliseums that are huge. Like, they're big.
Yep.
Like, it's huge over there. So, yeah, you're as a fan, you probably can't fly over to London to watch your team, whatever the case may be. A super
You
neutral.
can't
ball.
go anyway unless you can afford
Oh, I know.
$30,000 tickets.
So
I-
Wembley Stadium packs 90,000.
I could
Okay.
see that, right?
Yeah.
That's
What's
their
the largest
capacity.
stadium here? Is that
I think the Rose Bowl is like around 90,000. I think.
Yeah, that's a beautiful stadium. That's a beautiful stadium.
You
Yeah,
been
the
there?
Rose Bowl is 92,000 is at capacity. So yeah, I mean it's pretty much the same size as the Rose Bowl if you hand it over to Wembley. So
Yeah, see. But yeah, if it goes international, sure. I think London's a good call. Germany. I just think the weather. I don't mind. I'm not saying not to play in the weather. I'm just saying that would be what you're gonna have to worry about. You're gonna have to worry about. Hey, it might be
Listen,
raining. It might not.
I'm all about having the elements in the game. So if that
Yeah.
happens, I'm all for it, man.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's gonna add a lot more to those parlays.
I'm cool with that. And it'll piss a lot of people off, which I also like to as well.
Yeah, same here.
All right. We're going to close out the show with our final thoughts for this year. What were your final thoughts about the NFL season this past year? What did you guys think? What stood out to you the most to make this season? I think one of the most competitive seasons we've had so far, except for the Super Bowl kind of being kind of a snoozer.
How ironic, right?
I
It
know.
was competitive all year until you get to the biggest game of the year. I was glad to see the AFC switch up a little bit, right? We had a few other teams in the mix. I think a lot of issues became glaring. We talked about that. Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson. The coaching carousel was crazy this year. Me personally, I had another really rough year in New York sports. But yeah, I think, like I said, too, with this show, I think if people listened since August, and if they didn't, they should have, we got a lot right. And there was a lot predicted. And there are certain people who do watch this show that, came to light. And I think that this is an intelligent show. And believe it or not, people, we do know what we are talking about.
We're not
this is
dummies. Hi.
Yeah, we're not stupid. I know I have blonde hair, but it's fake. I'm really a brunette. So
For me, I think I know this might sound little. I know people want to see high flying scoring games, but for me,
Yeah.
I thought this throughout the season, I felt like defense was a little bit better this year. On
Yeah.
a lot of teams. I thought seeing that competitive defenses again, where we're just not talking about one or two teams. We were talking about the Texans at one point, Seattle. I think the Patriots played good, even though you can make an argument they didn't play nobody, but they still handle business the way they're supposed to. I thought the 49ers defense played good up until a certain point. The Rams for sure, and again, that's the same. Like we're talking about the same division all there. So I thought, defense are back. Physical football still lives. That was nice to see too throughout the season. I was like, okay, we still got a little physicality. I hate the Pro Bowl, but I do. I don't know. I love it. And I will say this. I will say this was a better season of running backs. The run game was better this year than they actually put a little bit more effort this year. So I thought that's my takeaway from the season. Like it was okay, man.
You stole one of the things I was going to mention, that teams have kind of gotten back to the ground and pound.
Yeah.
Where we've seen a lot of, the bell cow running backs were shining through this year. I mean, we saw high powered offenses, but we didn't see, the diva wide receivers really shine this year. It was more about the running backs this year. And that's how games were won, was in the trenches and the run game too, which I love. I to be honest with you, I love running backs more than I like wide receivers. And it was great to see the wide receivers, the running backs shine instead of the wide receivers. Tight ends were a big deal too this year as well, which was a big thing. The one thing I loved about it was redemption stories, man. Like castaway quarterbacks that everybody gave up on pretty much got a second chance, and a second chance at being in the pros. Daniel Jones being one of those. Sam Darnold, now a Super Bowl champion, from seeing ghosts to now being a Super Bowl champion. I think this year was about redemption stories for a lot of those guys that were written off in the past, that being, draft bust and stuff. And, you've got to see like the younger generations now shine through. We're seeing a new crop of superstars being propped up and really being good at the game. So I like this year. This year was fun. This year was a lot of fun to see, a lot of surprise teams come out of nowhere. A lot of first-year coaches doing a great job too with their teams as well. Yeah. And then a lot of the teams that we normally see go deep into the playoffs and go into the Super Bowl didn't happen this year, which was a nice, refreshing take on that too. I think we were all kind of sick of the Eagles and the Chiefs not, going to the Super Bowl. So that was nice this year as well. So yeah, I think it was great. Betting exploding too was another big thing. Betting was a huge thing, and I think it's just going to get even bigger and bigger. So buckle up, Buttercup. The betting is here to stay. So
and I forgot my guy. The final thought for my guy. It was good to see another year Josh Allen failing.
Oh my God! You had to end it on some heat.
Hey, just wanted to let you know, Josh, you're still number one in my heart.
It was nice to see the Eagles fail too. That was great.
Yeah, it was. How do you guys feel about your teams going into next season?
Oh shit! I don't know. Like I'd have to give you another week to think about it. I have no idea what I'm gonna do.
I'll give you mine for the Bucks.
All right.
There is hope.
Okay.
But it's a lot of those. Will they fix the areas that they need to be fixed? And we talked about this at length on the show too as well. Like Todd Bowles, his seat on that coaching seat is super hot right now. You're pretty much the guy that everybody's going to look at to see if he's going to get fired throughout the year if the Bucks don't do well. So, you fired pretty much your whole staff except the head coach, and you brought in guys that are supposed to fix things. Well, let's get the fixing. So we'll see. I mean, is Mike Evans going to come back? We don't know. Are they going to let guys go and save some cap space? We don't know. So, I'm iffy right now, so we'll see.
Okay.
We have cap space to worry about. We have an offensive line that can't do nothing. We have no identity as a defense. So
who's your quarterback, by the way?
We have no clue about that.
Yeah.
Still got two expensive bench player ever. And the AFC isn't getting any easier. So that's a number one. I have no idea what the Dolphins are going to do.
You got yourself a new offensive coordinator.
Sure. Great.
And you got to deal with the Patriots being number one again.
The Patriots are number one. The Bills are going to be hungrier. The Jets might surprise us next year. I have no idea what he does. I just know we're a dumpster fire that hasn't been put out yet. So, we just haven't. Don't
worry about the Jets.
Nikki, I think out of all the teams in this group, I think you should feel the most
excited.
Optimism. Yeah, you should be the most excited because of everything that's going on with your team. So
I feel fucking fantastic because it's like I think once you've hit rock bottom, I mean, really, like you can only start floating up from here. And half the fan base is complaining about the hires that Harbaugh's doing, but like he's bringing a lot of experience in, a lot of guys that had head coaching stints that, it
Yeah.
just wasn't long term. But I think the Giants have been missing that. It was always get that hot OC, DC, you know what I mean? That guy that, and they needed the experience, and they need these guys that can develop their players. And I think bringing in Donna Ponte for senior VP of ops is going to be great. And like I told everybody, all the leaks were going to stop once Harbaugh got in there, and now all the fake insiders are being exposed. So it's glorious.
Harbaugh, like for coaching, like I coach with a bunch of guys over at Auburn that, first of all, they're amazing. Like I could see myself being out there for like another 9 years, 10 years, just because the staff is so good. And there's guys there that have been there 15 years. They've been together 15 years over there. So when you talk about John Harbaugh, you're going to get guys that you're comfortable coaching with, that know that, if you ask them to do something, it's going to get done. It's not going to get done their way. It's not going to get done some other way or some new way, or I'm going to do whatever I want to do and forget John. No, John, it's going to be followed the way he wants it to be done. And all you can do as a fan is like, what are you going to complain about?
Yeah.
Oh, they're complaining about everything right now.
I'm gonna be looking hard into the Giants next year, and I'm rooting for John Harbaugh to have like an amazing season and take over that division. And you know what I'm saying? Like I just want him to succeed over there. I really do.
Joe Shane needs to do one thing. He needs to learn how John Harbaugh takes his coffee, and that's pretty much it. So
basically, he just got neutered. So
yeah. So he just needs to go, what? How do you take your coffee, boss? Okay. Yeah.
You can also learn.
Yeah, you can also learn. Yeah, that's true.
Sit back and learn, and it's nothing bad about that, because you don't know if this is the only job you can have or another job you're going to take or whatever. But then you're like, there's a lot of great things that John did. I'm going to take that in heat and mix into my style, and you can take off from there. I mean, just I want to see what he does. I can't wait. I can't wait to see what he does.
Yeah.
Well, we want to thank everybody for tuning in this season to Between the Uprights. This is our first season, the first of many to come. We will be around in the next coming months. We've got the NFL Combine, which is coming up, and then also the NFL Draft, which will be ramping up in April. So expect to see more content from us as those months come by. We will produce some more content printed out there. But for myself, Nikki, and Raul, we will thank you very much for a first season for Between the Uprights. We will see you guys soon. Peace.
Bye.
Bye.